I'm in bed right now, about to go to sleep, even though it's only 9 o'clock, because tomorrow morning I start a new temp job and I start at 7:15 in the morning. Yay. It's been really hard for people like me who tend to work on a freelance basis to get work at the moment. Nobody wants to employ a writer or content producer. So I'm taking all the temp jobs I can get. Trouble is, no one also wants anyone with my skill set at the moment because people are all working from home. Companies are too busy trying to deal with the pandemic to hire new people. The only job I've managed to find is one which involves handing out hand sanitizer for 6 hours. Sounds great. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film. I signed a non-disclosure agreement because it's for a massive company, so I can't tell you who they are. But hopefully I'll be able to take my camera with me tomorrow and at least show you a little bit of what one of the largest companies in the UK is doing to try and stop its workers working from home. Spoiler alert, it involves hand sanitizer. Okay, just got home, had a shower, don't feel like crying anymore. I have to say, that was the weirdest job I have ever had. Maybe not the worst, because at least I was inside and free coffee, but definitely the weirdest. I'm gonna give you a quick run through of how the day went, but first of all, look at my jumper. It's so cozy and it's yellow and it's a hideous colour, so it's great. So back to my day. I got to site at 7:30 AM. Wandered around a bit, had no idea what kind of job I was going to be doing or where I was supposed to be. Eventually someone sent me in the right direction, was given a high-vis jacket and shown a hand sanitizer dispenser that stood about this high off the ground. People walked by it on their way to the canteen. They, used the hand sanitizer and then kept walking. My job was to stand there, not to replenish the hand sanitizer because someone else was doing that, not to talk to the people apparently, not to really do anything. I just had to stand next to the hand sanitizer all day. The shifts were either like 7:30 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or from 7:30 till 4. It's a pretty long time to just stand next to hand sanitizer. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rundown about how the day went since I couldn't film it. Morning.
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 Morning, dear.
Morning. Or not. Morning.
Morning.
Hiya.
You have got the worst job ever. Trump would not stand for this.
Thanks. Hiya.
Morning.
Is it still morning? Morning.
Well, orange. No, that's a hideous colour, that is. Never mind.
Morning. Morning.
Hello, Stephanie. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, hang on 1 second, love. Just 1 second. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Morning.
Morning. I think the weirdest thing about the job was not just the fact that I wasn't needed to be there, I didn't need to exist, but it was the fact that I had so much free time to just stand in the corridor. People walked by on their way to the canteen, and the canteen was open from about 8 AM to 9 AM for breakfast, and then again from 11:45 AM to 2 PM for lunch. So I had this gap between 9 AM and 11:45 AM where nobody walked by me. I just stood there. I was allowed a half-hour break during that time, but for the rest of the time I literally just did this. I can't believe that somebody was paying me to just stand there. Now, getting there in the morning had been pretty simple. I got a bus from the city centre at 7 AM. It was the employee bus run by the company. However, the same bus ran back to the city centre at 5 PM and my shift finished at 2. I wasn't going to wait around for 3 hours just for a bus. So I figured, well, it can't be that difficult. I'm sure lots of people get the bus from the village into the city centre. Loads of, you know, it's an industrial site. There are loads and loads of people around. No, I should have researched the buses first. I left the building at 2 o'clock. Google mapped how to get home. Okay, 45-minute walk. Then we get a bus. Nice and easy. Oh, it's raining. Okay, well, we can deal with rain. You know, it's England, it rains all the time. Did the 45-minute walk. Didn't realise it would involve walking partly down an A road and the other half would be walking through muddy fields. Wasn't too fun. Now, got to the park and ride where the buses were supposed to go from. The bus drivers were in there having a chat. They were like, yeah, we're not gonna leave at this time because no one's around. Okay, well, I'm around, can I get the bus? Oh, sorry, we take card, but only if you have a car. If you don't have a car, you have to pay in cash. What? Like, I understand having a cash only policy, that's not completely ridiculous, but having a card policy for people who have a car and a cash policy for people who don't have a car, that makes no sense. So then I thought, okay, well, how else do I get back to the city centre? Okay, it's the walk is 2 hours from here. No, that's not gonna happen. There was another bus which drove straight down the main road into Leicester from about a 10-15 minute walk away. Got there, waited 20 minutes for the bus, got on the bus. It took me back into Leicester city centre, but completely on the wrong side from where I live. So then it was either a choice of another bus and then another bus or an hour walk home. I did the hour walk home because I only got paid £40 for that day's work and can't really afford to be losing the money. And then I got home and had a shower and had a little cry about how boring that job was, got over it, and now we're here. I kind of feel a little bit annoyed that I'm forced to take jobs like this because I am currently, I'm currently not working at all, not working self-employed, but the fact that the government have put money by for people who run businesses and people in the hospitality industry, which is great, but just completely ignored people like myself who work freelance, so don't work at all, and also have been made redundant recently, so again, don't work at all. Not out of a choice of my own. Normally I work kind of 60 hours a week, a full-time job, but also work on my own business, doing videos, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, it's not, I want to be working. I don't want to be stuck at home, slowly getting more and more depressed about the fact that no one wants to employ me. But I've applied for over 100 jobs in the last 3 weeks that I got made redundant, all of which I think suit my skill set, and I've only had rejection letters. No one's wanted to interview me. The one interview that I did have got cancelled because coronavirus. And it's a little bit demoralising that the only job that someone with kind of, how many years? 8 years of work experience, a master's degree, and someone who's used to doing quite well-paid professional jobs can get is standing next to a bottle of hand sanitizer. Right now I'm gonna stop filming and go and have a cup of tea and a biscuit before I rant myself into a hole of depression about how desperate my work situation is at the moment. I'll check back in the morning and show you what it's like to be a freelancer with no work because coronavirus.